Alright. There's this 10%er. You got a little Coors Original, tiny little banquet beer. Rock Square!
Oh, that's right.
We're back! By Whitney Houston impression. What do you think about that?
And we
will always
be back. We'll always be back.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry, guys. We're doing another division here. And I mentioned the 108 subscribers. I appreciate that. But if you could, drop a comment, put a like in. Yeah. And also, I was telling a couple people that I know that like the show. Anything you want us to talk about, player-related, fantasy-related, football-related, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Not even just that. Anything you want me to do. Take my shirt off, dance around like a monkey.
How about this? First,
chug a beer.
First comment, we'll do a personalized video for. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
How about the first three? First three comments. First three comments, we'll do a personalized.
Yeah.
Say, I want to know about Dalvin Cook. Yeah. I want to know about.
We'll drop your name in there, put a picture of you up there. Whatever you want us to do, we will do. So there we go.
We're here for the people.
Here for the people. We give the people what they want. I'm singing again. Fucking A, man. A couple things here. As always, these are real random. So I don't know why, and for some reason this popped up on something I was searching. Remember Captain Stabbin'?
I don't.
I brought this up to you earlier. So it got me thinking of back in the day, right? Like reality TV, there was like reality porn. Which, you know, we're men, and any guy that says they don't watch porn is probably lying or has some issues, right?
The question, it shouldn't be, do you watch porn? It's like, what website do you use?
Right. Yeah. So this was back in the day when it was, you know, now it's all amateur shit, because why would you ever pay to get these sites, Brazier or whatever, any of that, Playboy Channel, you don't got to do that anymore. You just find, like, two real people fucking.
That reminds me real quick. Have you seen the movie Hustle? The new Adam Sandler movie.
No.
On Netflix. You have Netflix?
Yeah.
It's not porn. So he's a NBA scout for the Sixers.
Oh.
The Sixers actually signed up for it. So you see Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
It was Seth Curry at the time.
Right. What does this have to do about Captain Stabbin'? I'm asking you. Reality porn.
Oh. I had a point. I forget what it was.
Anyway, Captain Stabbin', and I wanted to, you know, so anyway, he came up and I somehow was like, wow, I remember this guy. Right? I remember watching the Captain Stabbin'.
Oh, no, I remember my point now. So Adam Sandler put him up in a hotel, and the guy, because he didn't want to gain too much weight, so what he would do is he'd order room service. He'd order like a $50 steak, take one bite. Yeah. So he could get the taste of it because he's from somewhere in Spain where he's not used to these type of luxuries. He also he ordered a bunch of porn on TV. When he's like, you don't need to order porn on TV. Because he never told the guy that. He told the guy that the Sixers want to draft him. So he brought him over saying the Sixers. And then the
son. It was the Playboy TV thing.
Yeah, so he kept ordering porn and paying for it.
$70 a pop, bro.
And Adam Sandler, you know, has a wife, has a kid. He's forking over the dough because the Sixers said, no, we don't want him. Because the son was trying to put his imprint on. So that was my point.
So he was ordering Playboy TV, which is just
in the hotel, like why? He's like, why are you paying for porn? Like, just look. I gave you a cell phone. Like, it's free.
There you go. So I guess my point of the Captain Stabbin' thing, and again, Captain Stabbin' was on a boat, probably called Captain Stabbin'. You know,
I don't think this person's real, but
no, he is. I'll show you him. We'll watch them after this. We'll put a clip in here of Captain Stabbin' stabbing some girls. But also, you know, Captain Stabbin' could have been O.J. Simpson.
You see, none of us are perfect.
Like a murderer?
Well, stabbing.
Oh.
There was a couple other ones, though, that it got me thinking about, and I was going to ask you what your favorite was.
Okay.
Backroom Casting Couch, which they played these off as real when they were not real. Sure. No girl is going to voluntarily be like, I'll get on a bus with you. I'll go on a backroom casting couch.
Yeah.
And you test me out before you get in the industry, and then I'm putting you on the internet. Sue Sue. You're getting sued.
Yeah.
And then MILF Hunter was another one.
Sure.
I like that one. That guy had like a goatee. He was a pretty cool guy. Just went after,
cool dude.
Just went after MILFs. And then the Bang Bus.
Bang Bus.
Bang Bus. That was a classic.
Buses.
So what was your favorite of the bunch, or do you have any other ones?
My favorite.
Yeah, like what was one that you went to? What was your go-to? Bang Bus was too unrealistic for me. I couldn't ever, at least in my mind, fathom that it was realistic, so it lost its luster.
Well, in general, I think porn is too artificial now. Like,
Yeah.
I generally, I try and...
We miss the good old days of like John Holmes, even though this was before our day.
Well, I like
right? Ron Jeremy and the greats, right?
I prefer, like, if it's going to be realistic, let it be realistic.
Right, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
don't try to force it.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite, like, porn? Was it Ron Jeremy? Was it John Holmes? I liked Ron Jeremy because he looked like a troll. Ron Jeremy actually looks very much like, the fuck's the guy? Warren Haynes, the guitar player I showed you.
Okay.
They kind of look similar. So I want Ron Jeremy playing guitar now. He just plays with his dick.
When I watch porn,
Right.
it's not... I'm not there for the production value, right? Like, that's...
Well, it goes back to the Superbad thing where he's like, I'm sorry the Coen brothers don't direct the porn I watch, right?
I'm just sick of all the amateur stuff, you know? I mean, like, if I'm paying top dollar, I want a little production value, you know? Like some editing, transition, something, some music.
Yeah, you know, well, I'm sorry, Evan, that the Coen brothers don't direct the porn that I watch. They're...
Right? He's like, I want a little more production value.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, and then there's one
They
other
don't show
one.
the P going into the V.
Who's that? NFC North. Round Square.
Where?
NFC North, baby. We're going to go through like we did last time in the last episode. Hopefully you tuned in. That was going to be released on Tuesday. This one's going to be coming out Friday. NFC North, we're going to go through win totals here. This is all DraftKings, at least the base odds. And you can find better, maybe worse. But, you know, if you like the under, find the worse.
Sure.
If you like the over, find the better.
Sure.
We're going to go NFC North, our division, essentially, because we're Bears
Homer,
fans.
yeah. Homer division.
And so last year, the Packers won it, clearly. They went 13-4. I'm going to go through real quick each team's odds, and then we're going to go through and do our picks like we did before.
Yeah.
We have a $5 bet on any differential picks we have, whoever's up or down. And, you know, it's just $5. But the thing is, they don't realize that with all our player bets, last year I think we had about 70 bets. Most of them $5, but that's a lot. Like, for, you know, we just, in a text, we're like, oh, you like this guy, like that. Like, fuck you, you're wrong.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, and like I think last year when I went like $90 or $100 on our bets, I came up on top because you offered some really silly ones.
Yeah, I was giving like 2-to-1 odds with...
The first bet ever we made last year was Cooper Cup versus T.Y. Hilton. Didn't work out well for you. I beat you. I should have gotten like $10 for that because what the fuck?
Well, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
Thing is, like... Yeah, I'm not gonna get...
Yeah,
I don't want to start defending myself, but
all right,
way.
Don't get back in the corner defending T.Y. Hilton, son. Packers 11 is their number, minus
Really?
110 standard. Vikings 9, minus 115, so giving a little juice there, but not terrible. Lions 6.5, and the Bears are 6.5. I have the Lions first because the Lions are minus 115 at 6.5 betting the over. Bears are 6.5 plus 100, so they're trying to get you to bet the over on that one. The under would be minus 120. So we'll start with the Packers here. 11 wins for the Packers. They went 13-4 last year, and they actually didn't have a great year, right? I mean, it was a good year, obviously 13-4, but they had some question marks. Adams got nicked up. You know, Rodgers didn't have his best year.
He won MVP again now, right?
No, did he?
Back to back.
Oh fuck. Okay. Not his best year, still MVP. That's because Aaron Rodgers. My bad. I'm going over here in the Packers as much as I don't.
You're going over.
Fuck.
So it's
Hold on,
wins.
you go first because I'm thinking about this one. I didn't make my picks here, so.
No, so
Actually, I'm going under. I'm going 10.
Yeah.
Going 10. Or if anything, I think it might wash. Right? I think they might well go like 11 and
That's
6.
a win.
Right.
I'm going not a loss, right?
Right. I'm going under because 12 wins is hard to come by. And I know they have kind of a cupcake division, but they also have no weapons. So under.
Yeah, I mean the schedule for the NFC North is pretty damn easy this year.
Do you know what division they play offhand?
They play.
Is it the North or the East? I can put it in here. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't really. This is more about the teams. Like it's not about the schedule. I'm going under just simply the fact that 11's. They can still have a very successful year and most likely win the division at 10 wins.
Sure.
And make the playoffs at 9 wins. I feel like they're not going 13-4. So if they do go over, they're winning 12. And for me, a smart bet is if there's only one chance they beat it, and there's 2 chances they lose to it, I do the odds. Although it's hard to bet against Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
right?
just with these big, like when you're paying a quarterback $40 or $50 million,
$52 million, I believe. So
like the Chiefs or the Packers, obviously you have to bleed talent elsewhere. I know they lost one of the Smith guys from their defense. Obviously, Devontae Adams.
Well, it's a big loss. I mean, we don't think it's as big as other people, but it's still a big loss. I mean, whatever we think about him, hell of a player. Top 8 receiver, top 7 receiver in the league.
Yeah.
Had that kindred friendship.
We work very well together, okay?
But Roosum Doosum!
Roosum Doosum!
The Frank and Charlie Sonny relationship with Aaron Rodgers. They sleep in a futon together. They know everything about each other. Right? Yeah, they know everything about each other.
Yeah. So with me, the Packers are overvalued. I don't know. Just with Rodgers, I don't trust him I don't believe that he's in it for the love of the game, right?
That's true.
He's getting paid all this money now, so
very
he
true.
might just. I mean, he lost. I know he got Randall Cobb, but I'm not. There's nothing about the Packers that really excites me. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's
an under for you then.
Yeah.
What are you projecting? Like 9 or 10 though? Still, like it's not like we're saying 8.
I think they'll be competitive because of the division, because of the schedule. I
know that. Well, spoiler: we're getting to this team. You've been saying the Vikings are winning that division for about a month now. Yeah. So Vikings next team here we have 9 minus 115, so pretty even odds here. Last year they went 8-9, so they had a disappointing year last year. I feel like they were there. They were well, you would say competitive.
Yeah.
But with the numbers 9, I feel like this number should be 9.5 or 10. And the number's 9. So the nice thing is if they do win 9 games, 9-8, which is not a good season for them right now.
Yeah.
That's a wash.
Yeah, you're getting your money back.
At worst, they're going 8-9 again. So when their worst case scenario is 7 or 8 wins, and their best case scenario is possibly 12 wins, in this division, they beat the Packers one time. They just got to beat the Packers, split against the Packers, and go 3-1 against the other 2 teams, which they should, as we know.
So they lose once to the Bears.
That's 4-2 in the division. Yeah. That's 4 wins. Can they win 5 more to watch it? Can they win 6 more to win it? Probably, dude. Good. I'm going over.
Well done.
You like how I talk?
No, I
like how I do that?
I love. You convinced me even more. So to me,
sorry for rubbing your shoulder.
That's all right.
Ooh, he's got nice shoulders. This shit's fucking nice, dude.
Tense. That's all.
No, they were actually got stop. Nice.
All right, so I pulled up the schedule right
here.
Yeah. So before their bye week's week 7. So we'll just talk about the first 5. Yeah. They're playing the Packers.
Tough.
Yeah.
Philly.
Then they're at Philly, home against Detroit, home against New Orleans, home against Chicago. So they have 3 games in a row there, and then at Miami.
That's probably 3-3 worst case, right? I mean, they're beating the Bears, they're beating the Lions.
Yeah, tail end they get Washington.
Yeah,
Cardinals, Washington, Buffalo, Dallas. I mean,
it's not an easy schedule. They got the Jets in there. They got Detroit again. Giants, they get that. That's a nice game. It's not an easy schedule, but it's not a super hard schedule. If they play
if they're the best team in the division, you can find 5 wins elsewhere.
100%.
So bottom line is I'm over. I think the new coach comes in. I think they need to reinvent the offense. They have all the talent between Diggs.
Not Diggs. Diggs on the Bills.
Jefferson.
Yes. So they got Thielen there.
Cook.
I love KJ Osborne personally. He's a good player. Herb Smith coming back. Let's go. Dalvin Cook, who's great, but the nice thing is you got the insurance policy of Madison.
Well, and Thielen only catches 10 touchdowns a game.
Right, and their defense, let's be honest, was trash last year. Okay, that's why they lost 9 games, and it's not going to be that bad. Yeah. I don't even care who they add. They got some guys in the draft, but it's not going to be that bad.
Bottom line, I'm over as well.
Yes. All right, Lions here, 6.5 minus 115 odds. Last year they went 3-13-1.
Yeah.
And they were more competitive than that. I feel like they were a 5-win team.
Yeah.
But that's not 7 wins. And this is an under for me. I feel like they're going to be a very good 6-win team, if that makes sense.
They were a really good 3 wins.
Yeah. But they're going to be like the same situation, doubling their wins. Because they're not in win now mode. The reason is that they drafted Jameson. They drafted Jameson Williams. He's coming off an ACL. They did that because they know, even if they say they make the playoffs, let's say they squeak in at 9 wins. What does that mean? All that means is that you get a worse first round, worse second round, worse third round, down the line pick. So Why not draft this guy that's going to be possibly Tyreek Hill but bigger?
No.
Will Fuller mix with Tyreek Hill. That it's nice for them. You don't want him playing week 1. Rust his ass. Get him in the back end of the year. Get some camaraderie. And here's the reason that I'm going under here is that some of these other teams, even a team like the Titans, they have Ryan Tannehill, who's a placeholder, a good placeholder.
Yeah.
But they have a little bit of something in the back, a little panache. They have Malik Willis if they want to, which he's probably not going to be good this year. He's probably not going to play this year. Sure. But there's the allure that he could. Who does Detroit have? David Blau, dude. Yeah. So there's Jared Goff, right? And we actually are Jared Goff defenders, aren't we?
I like him, man.
He's not a difference maker, though, is he?
No.
So he's not ever going to tip the scales for me. And they don't have a playoff roster, although we love Swift, all right? Sure. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like DJ Chark. I like Hawkinson. Yeah. I like some of their offensive weapons. Yeah. I don't like their defense. It's really young. I like Dan Campbell. I like he's a Mike Vrabel, right? He's all about what's the word I'm looking for? Not community. He's all about like culture,
relatability,
and he has a good culture, right?
He'll do the push-ups with the players.
But I like Bill Belichick because Bill Belichick's not doing push-ups. You know what he's doing? He's scheming up shit to win games. Yeah. I don't think Dan Campbell's there yet. Yeah. Dan Campbell is going to get his players to play hard, but playing hard does not get you 7 wins with Jared Goff.
Here's the way, I think, to emphasize everything you just said. Give me a reason why they're going to more than double their wins. 3 wins last year. Right. Now you're asking for 7. So it's not 6.
Yes.
It's 7.
The only way for me would be a quarterback, because Jared Goff isn't getting better at this point of his career, right? He's been to the Super Bowl. He's been great. He was a overall pick. Jared Goff's fine.
Well, no,
that's how you double your wins.
Get better.
But that's how you double your wins, and they don't have that.
Well, that's what the Titans did when they got Tannehill. Right. But Tannehill was probably a year later than probably about 6-7 years in.
And we probably agree that Jared Goff and Ryan Tannehill are kind of in the same spectrum.
I like Goff. I think Goff's
just not athletic and not down the field thrower. So you mix the fact
he's
that
not a game changer. Yeah, he's a game man.
Yes,
There's nothing wrong.
You can't run. You can't throw downfield. Those are 2 big things.
He's 100% an NFL quarterback. You can make NFL throws.
Yeah. He's a borderline starter in my mind.
100%.
A borderline starter doesn't move the needle.
But just tell me the reason why they more than double their wins. I think that's
there is no reason,
right? Yeah. So I'm under as well.
But I do feel like they may cover a lot of games this year because they covered last year.
100%.
And obviously, their number's pretty high.
No quit. There's no quit.
No quit.
So
Dan Campbell's going to bite off
your knee. Plus 14.5.
Was it your kneecaps Dan Campbell bites off? Yeah. What does he bite off? Kneecaps?
He'll
bite your dick off. He'll bite anything. I mean, he ain't going to suck your dick, but he'll bite it off. Well, he might actually.
Depends. If they can win the game, he might.
Yeah, he's Mike Vrabel saying he'll cut off his nuts. Or no, it was his dick, whatever it was. Mike Vrabel said if they won a Super Bowl, he's cutting his junk off.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, and when he said, he's like, I'm married, I don't need it. That was a kind of a shot at married women, like it's that we don't get sex kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to get married. So am I going to be worried about that?
I'm not.
Should I consult Mike Vrabel in my...
I'll save it for after my best man speech. Before...
Add that in there. Be like, talk to Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, so Simmons, get used to jerking off. Yeah.
I'm already used
that's
to
my
it.
wedding.
I'm watching Captain Stabbin', bro. I'm still watching Captain Stabbin'.
Throwbacks, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the wedding.
That's my saving grace.
Both for you and Eric.
If Erica's still watching right now, this is not accurate. We're just messing around.
No, 100%.
Oh, we are in general,
but also I already bought the bottles of lotion for both of you guys, so Erica can sleep while you use
love it. She can actually use lotion the right way, and I'll use it for jerking off.
And she's like, "Why is my bottle half gone?"
Yeah. The dog I spilled. Spilled.
The dog ate it. Yeah.
All right, Bears 6.5, same number. I have them last because the odds they're plus 100 for the over, so therefore they're trying to get you to bet the under. Right? They went 6-11 last year somehow, and they had a nice start. Remember when they were 3-3, I believe, or whatever, and they really limped to the finish line. And they got some. I mean, didn't they beat the Bengals? Yeah, that Bengals win when Burrow threw like 3 picks and like fucking 3 passes.
Yeah,
they stole some games and they were competitive, but they're bad. Yeah. And here's the only hesitancy I have on this is we did the whole Justin Fields barren wasteland thing, which is true, but Tom Brady cannot. It's hard to not put them at the same time. Tom Brady quarterbacks like Tom Brady and Jared Goff, which we would say that Tom Brady is this sounds good. Is more in the mold of Jared Goff in terms of not a game breaker, right?
Sure. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Fuck, he had no receivers.
He's more of a modern.
I can't use Tom Brady as an example, but if there's a quarterback that doesn't need the weapons, it's a mobile Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, not to be successful, to win 6 games kind of thing.
Yeah.
If Fields, and we watched this film and it was way better than we thought, agreed? And we're Bears fans. We watched a lot of those games.
I like Fields.
And obviously it was his highlights, correct? But, dude, the guy has a rocket. The guy's a baller.
For sure.
The guy is competitive and he is fast as fucking shit. And if Cam Newton, who we see cannot even stay in the league right now, led those Panthers teams to what? I know, bad division, whatever, like 10, 11 wins.
14.
A Super Bowl.
No, they won 15-1.
A Super Bowl.
They won 15-1.
With who the fuck was his receiving core? Trash. You want to know why? Because Cam Newton didn't really need a receiving core. He needed 2 running backs, needed a running game, and needed his athleticism, his will. Opens up the deep ball. Yeah. And I'm not trying to compare the Bears to the Panthers. No. We're talking 15, 13, 12 wins. This is 6.5.
My argument with the comparison you did with Cam during his MVP Super Bowl year was that Cam was unique. Now,
right.
Every defense is going to
prepare. They're game planning for a mobile quarterback. Every 3 games,
a mobile quarterback that's not accurate if you can get him to throw off his back foot.
Yeah, they got to prepare for those guys. Cam wasn't, and you also can't. The thing is, like, Fields is way more athletic and probably a better arm than Cam, but Cam Newton's 260 pounds. Yeah. Unfortunately, Justin Fields is not going to be doing quarterback draws for 7 yards, right? Like, he could, but it's not a smart strategy for one. Yeah. For two, Cam Newton's just a fucking freak. Was a freak of nature. Yeah. Probably still is, but he can't throw his shoulder. Cam Newton's shoulder is the Saving Private Ryan guy. That arm fell off. Yeah. He's picking it up. It's back on there. It's somehow attached. Yeah. But it doesn't work the same.
I mean, so here's the way I look at the Bears at 6.5. I think they have the worst offense in the division.
They might have the worst offense in the league, skill player wise.
And
you sell me on something else.
Well, I'm not confident they have a top 20 defense in the league anymore. Like,
it's middle of the pack, right?
No more
18,
no more Hicks, no more.
Roquan Smith's good though, really good. We drafted some secondary guys, which we don't know. We got a defensive coach. But
my point is, like, preseason rankings, like, they're bottom 10 in offense, they're bottom 10 in defense.
I got one for you. Yeah. What does the Bears defense have to rank for them to win 9 games? Like 8, 9, 10?
Yeah,
like
top 10.
So yeah, like back half of top 10.
Well, unless Fields can somehow
I'm just saying. Let's just say that the offense is what we think it is. Yeah. They are who they thought they were. Danny Green.
Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Rest in peace. Pour one out. Sorry, Danny. Great quote.
Danny?
It needs to be 8, 9.
They need to.
So that's a problem. They're not going to be there. So what we're talking about, and this is the reason, like when I saw this number as a Bears fan, and what I saw last year, and just same with the Bulls, right? And like we did okay last year, well, not to get in the NBA, but we're dysfunctional as fuck. And now we have a new regime, whatever, inexperienced coach, never coached before. Justin Fields has to be a hero, which the only hesitancy I have on this
is not
right. But I feel like you can't even judge him this year. Like if they win 5 games this year and he plays and makes some strides, he's going to be a winner, right?
When he's expected to get paid $40 million next year, you're going to judge him this year.
I guess my hesitancy though is that I feel like there is a world where they're not winning 10 games. There's a world where Justin Fields balls, right? And he puts in the work this offseason. We don't know, but from what I've heard, he's a great kid. And the only reason he fell in the draft was people were smearing his name.
Sure.
Justin Fields, I watched a special, dude. No, Justin Fields is from Georgia. This dude comes from a middle-class family. He's not one of these athletes that just didn't care. Like, this guy has been groomed for this position. Athletic family. He gives a shit. This guy puts the work in, right? Yeah. So I feel like he's a guy that could take the next step. Granted, he's only got Mooney and Kmet and whatever, V.S. Jones and Byron Pringle in handcuffs. But the only thing is with this, it's an easy under for me, right? Super easy under. One of the easiest unders we've had.
I think so.
But there's the X factor. This is the thing is that the Lions don't have, right? The Lions don't have the X factor of Jared Goff. We know what he is. The X factor the Bears have is that I feel like Justin Fields himself can win us 5 games. In terms of like the game against the Steelers we watched, where he like the refs fucked us hard, he could have these games of 90 yards rushing, right? Where guess what? Montgomery's going off a little bit. He's fucking just every 3rd and 6, boom, 12 yards. Get a little open Brown Mooney in the post.
Sure.
I'm saying that's the only thing.
Yeah.
And the thing is that our over this is 8 games. The under might be 3, right? Like our best is 8, our under is 3.
Yeah.
If you look at the number 6.5, it's under.
I see him at best case scenario. They're the Eagles of last year, where Hurts, just from his rushing prowess, carries them because it's a shitty division, a shitty comp, NFC. If the Bears are going to make it, they're not going to make it in the AFC. They're going to make it in the NFC.
100%.
Right? So
100%.
I mean, that's their saving grace. But here's the question I'll ask you about the Bears: is outside of Justin Fields, who is the most exciting player on the Bears?
Roquan Smith. He's great. He's an athletic Lance Briggs, dude. That guy's great.
For sure.
And then offensively, though, as much as I love
Mooney,
Mooney,
what excites you about
nothing,
the Bears?
nothing. The coaching doesn't excite me. The players don't excite me. Nothing excites
the Eagles
me.
from last year.
But worse. For sure worse. Because they said Miles Sanders as a running back is, okay, let's say even with Montgomery. Devontae Smith, top 10 pick.
Yeah.
We don't got that. We got Darnell Mooney, right?
Mooney's a stud.
Zach Ertz, first 6 weeks, almost borderline Hall of Famer tight end. Dallas Goedert emerging better than Cole Kmet.
Really good hands.
Better offensive line. Better defensive line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't.
So, worst division possibly.
All I'm saying is I need to see a path.
So are we both going under here?
Yes.
So did we agree on all these?
6.5.
Under.
Like,
Did you have under on Packers too?
Yeah.
We agreed on the NFC North. Wow. So we only have 2 disagreements out of 8 teams. All right, now I'm going to go through the division odds here real quick.
Yeah.
Packers minus 175 to win. I don't like that at all. That's way too much. Vikings plus 275. Love that. And I have starred here. The bet I actually really love is minus 105 for Vikings to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's even odds. Like that a lot. Lions plus 1,000. Bears plus 1,000. I'm not touching either of those. They're not making the playoffs. And we didn't do this. What is our lock for this win totals? What is our lock?
Oh, Vikings.
I would say Vikings as well.
For sure.
We're on fucking complete
sure,
agreement. Did we do some prep here, or
should we ride?
We should probably ride.
Let us. I swear.
And it's been a complete joy.